Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this month's Charleston Tech Chat. This is a monthly series where we spotlight local tech talent and we talk about what it's like to live and work in Charleston, South Carolina. And this month we are at Blackbaud at their brand new world headquarters, and it is beautiful on Daniel Island. If you're a local, I definitely have a chance to come out and check out the property. Basketball courts, beautiful facility with picnic areas, and every time I turn around there's another really cool area. So side note, check it out. It's a great spot. So also I wanted to encourage everybody to please send questions if you have any questions about living in Charleston or working at Blackbaud, because Blackbaud is hiring a lot of engineers and UX people right now. So I'd definitely love to hear your questions if you have any. So let's get started. I'm here with Clarice, and she is a principal UX designer, and we are going to talk about all things Charleston. So let's get started. Thank you so much.
Of course.
So first, tell me about Blackbaud and your position here and how long you've been with the company.
Okay, I just started 4 months ago. I'm a senior principal UX designer. I work on the financial team, and Blackbaud, what drew me here was really that the cause is for social good, essentially. I really wanted to do something that was a little bit more meaningful than just typical software design.
Right, so software design for the social good.
Yeah.
I like it, that's perfect. So I know that the job brought you here. You know, Blackbaud was able to get you here. You were living out west, but tell me a little bit more about your story, about kind of why you fell in love with Charleston.
Sure. Well, so I grew up in North Carolina, so pretty close to home, but very different. I lived out west for 13 years and loved it. It was beautiful. When I came out here to interview, I just fell in love with the area. I found it so charming and beautiful, but most of all, the biggest thing for me was really that people were genuine, and they recognized the human presence in the other person, which, you know, increasingly as places get more and more crowded and hectic, you forget that little detail that there's a person in front of you.
Right, I know.
And it was refreshing.
To have that in tech, that hospitality in tech,
Exactly.
I think is just a huge plus, and that's everywhere in Charleston. People hear about the hospitality here, and I think sometimes they think it's just a southern maybe folklore, but it's really true. Everybody is genuine and wants to work together, so that's great to hear. Talking just about your time in Utah and Portland and everywhere, did you have a defining moment that led you to a path of a career in tech?
Well, for me, it started when I was 12. So I was in middle school. I had spare time. I started designing websites, and one thing led to another. And before I knew it, I was deep into user experience design and haven't really looked back from
That's
it.
fantastic to be doing that at age 12. And I'm sure inquiring minds want to know,
Right.
what was this website about?
It was about me. Yeah, a little self-centered, but what do you expect when you're 12?
At 12, right? So you pretty much made your
pictures
MySpace and MySpace page. I love that.
Pretty
So,
much.
so kind of coming back to you being here in Charleston now, what makes Charleston different than other tech cities or tech hubs?
It's very collaborative, I already said genuine, but it really is where you get a diverse group of people who genuinely want to work on a problem together.
Right.
And we have a good time doing it.
Right. Speaking of being in their new world headquarters, one of the fun facts I learned is that they have cold brew on some floors and kombucha on other floors, and that is on purpose to encourage people to collaborate, to not get stuck on your own floor, to go up to another floor. And small details like that, I feel like, go a long way in culture.
Yeah, well, and a lot of little lounge areas to make it comfortable and to encourage people to just hang out and enjoy the place that you spend most of your time.
Right, that's
Makes
great.
a big difference.
So 3 words, why Charleston for tech?
Well, collaborative, genuine, and just a lot of opportunities for growth.
Growth. All right, I like that. More than 3 words, but we're gonna let her have it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so congratulations. Blackbaud was recently named by Forbes as one of America's best employers for women. As a female who started designing at age 12, why do you think Blackbaud is a great place for women in tech?
Well, I didn't know about that award, but I believe it. So it's just, I feel like everybody is treated very equally, whether it's women, men, old, young. I feel like everybody is respected and appreciated regardless of whatever your background is. In fact, that diversity helps the conversation to be more balanced, and it's pretty apparent here.
And I kind of think we're kind of leading into this question already, and you already hit on it a couple of times, but is there anything else you want to talk about the culture here? I think walking into this new headquarters, I just felt a lot of ease. Everyone was moving around and I felt comfortable while also seeing everyone working and getting a lot of good innovative things done. You walk away feeling good. So anything you want to add?
Well, I mean, I show up feeling good and people are collaborating, enjoying all the different little nooks, and they're engaged in their work and hanging out with each other at the same time, which it's kind of rare. A lot of times people just show up and they work in their little space and then they go home and have fun, but here it seems to blend.
I know, and encouraging social good is happening in the office and outside of the office, so I think that's great. So if somebody is sitting in DC or maybe out in Portland, why Charleston for tech? Well, what's the best advice you could give them to why they should check us out?
Well, Charleston is a beautiful place. I mean, I come visit and you'll find out, right? Like I didn't know. Coming from Portland, when I flew out, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it'd be the right vibe, but once you're here, because it's gorgeous. There's nature, not to mention all of the great people that you encounter, but there's nature and beach and amazing food, and it's just a great place to be.
I was talking to one of your coworkers not too long ago, and my favorite quote by him is, I can be doing amazing, innovative work in the morning, take a break at the beach in the afternoon, and come back and continue amazing work. And I think that's a really good summary of what Charleston is bringing to tech.
Yeah, I start my morning every morning walking on the beach.
Yes,
so
she lives at the beach.
Yeah.
I live like 10 minutes from the beach, but she lives on the beach. So
yeah,
we all have to have a sigh of jealousy for a moment in her world. But so it's the weekend, and you're living on the beach. What are you doing?
I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend, but last weekend I stayed in a tree house that was just off of the river, just an hour from here.
So and fantastic.
We had to canoe in and hang out at the tree house, which was pretty magical.
I've been wanting to do this since I heard about this, so you're the first person I've known that's done that. So if you want to stay for a weekend in a magical treehouse, come to Charleston to work in tech, because that could happen.
And then the next weekend you go to the beach.
Right? So it's so much different things you can do here. I love the diversity of it. All right, so time for a speed round. All right? Okay. So speed round, question 1, favorite restaurant?
Acme Low Country Kitchen in Isle Palms.
All right. She's a beach girl through and through.
Yeah, that one's easy. It's amazing.
Favorite beach? I'm guessing Isle Palms. So, best place for a caffeine fix?
Well, my go-to is just downstairs in the Starbucks right here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a product placement. I love the fact that they have a Starbucks in their office. It's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. Best place for a burger?
Poe's on Sullivan's Island.
Great. So she's moved islands, but she stayed on the beach.
Yep, just down the street, really.
Poe's is fantastic. Check it out if you haven't gotten there. Kayaking or paddleboarding?
I like them both.
Yes.
There's a paddleboard place just down the street from my house, and they have like Wednesday social paddling, and
that's fantastic.
Yeah,
We have like a 3-county region here, if you don't know that much about the Charleston region, and one thing that we can kind of brag about is all 3 counties have amazing waterways that you can go kayaking and paddleboarding. It's definitely something to check it out if you're an outdoors person. All right, so last, Charleston in one word.
Charming.
Charming. Well, I don't think I've had charming yet, so Thank you so much. I want to tell everybody again that Blackbaud is hiring, so please go to their website and check it out. There's a lot of amazing opportunity happening here. And be sure to tune in next month. I'll be talking with AJ with Centio and talking about more wonderful things happening here in Charleston. So thank you and have a wonderful day, and thank you again for talking with me.
Of course, no problem.
Bye.